suppose.
This one time I was in high school and I was hanging out with friend Connor, and we got a call from our friend Mark. I mean Steven. And
Remember, Steven.
So I was hanging out with Steven. We got a call from Steven, and he's like, "Yo's." That's what he said. He said, "Yo's," and he's like, "I've got a great idea. You guys need to come over." We're like, "We're down." So we go over to Steven's, and we're hanging out, and he's like, "Okay, guys, this is what we're gonna do. Down the street, they just built and just opened one of those mini U-Haul self-storage things. We're gonna go over there, and they have one of those giant like advertising balloons, that hang out like 50 feet in the air to draw attention to the place.
Yeah.
Well, there's one of those, and we're gonna steal it."
I didn't
And
think
Steven was like, "That's the best idea ever." So
What about you being a person of true sense? That pun.
Arnell, did you have something to say?
Oh no,
No.
my system.
No, it's
Donnie,
okay.
true.
It's okay. I'm just hanging out.
Continue with the story.
Oh yeah. So we're like, okay, we're gonna take it. So we drive over there and we park like half a mile away. And separating us is just kind of woodsy area. Don't want to call it forest by any means, but it just wasn't a cleared out area in this upcoming residential suburb. And so we parked on the other side of this woodsy area in a parking lot of God knows what. I don't even know what it was. And we run through the woods, and there's a small opening, a clearing, and then there's the U-Haul place. And we get to the wall, and there's this like 7-foot tall concrete wall surrounding the entire complex. And Steven, being the biggest of us three, hurls us over the fence, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna hang out here because in case we get in trouble, there's no way I'm getting back over that fence in time." We're like, "Good plan, man." So he launches us over the fence, and then Steven and I go up to the U-Haul building where the balloon is, and he's like, "All right, you're taller, so hoist me up." So I hoist Steven up onto the roof, and he's got his knife with him, and all of a sudden we start hearing someone yelling, and it was a security guard. He's like, hey kids, I know you're out there. You better get out of here. I'm calling the cops." Things like that, what security guards say. And so I leave Steven on the roof, and I haul ass back to the fence, and I jump over, and I'm standing there with other Steven, big Steven, and we run out into the clearing, and we're watching other Steven, small Steven, up on the roof, and he's sprinting towards the balloon, and it was pretty dark out, so we lost sight of him, but we could still see the balloon, and all of a sudden we start seeing it moving just through the air at an alarming rate, and the security guard sees him as well, and he's shining his flashlight at him. He's like, "Hey, I see you up there," and security guard is standing between the wall and the U-Haul building that Steven was running on. And the security guard, this is like all we heard from him. The security guard goes, hey, put that balloon down." And Steven goes, "I can't, I already cut it, it'll fly away." And security guard's like, "Oh no," he just starts rambling, and I'm not sure why he thought to do this, but I guess it made sense now. And he runs at full speed and just leaps off of the roof and just casually drifts over the stone wall and lands about 5 feet from us. And we're like, "That was amazing!" And he's like, "Yeah," we're like high-fiving, and the guy's like trying to climb over the fence, and he's got his flashlight, and he drops it, and we're like, "Oh shit."
Does he
So
get a gun or something?
we have no idea, probably not, as a security guard, but he's like,
I mean,
"Hey,
he
get
could be
back
one of
here."
those like mock ops.
Maybe he had a taser. So we run through the woods, and we see his flashlight going and stuff, and we're like, damn it, we still have a balloon 50 feet in the air. And he's like, yeah, all right, everybody grab on, we're gonna let go at the same time. I'm like, okay, so we all grab on and go 1, 2, 3, and it just blows off into the wind, and he starts following it because he can't see the string yet, just the balloon over the trees, and so it just happens to just go a different direction, and the security guard's like chasing after it. And we run to our car and we get away safely, but also empty-handed.
I don't know, you kind of left with fantastic memories to tell on this beautiful story time of ours.
Yes, this random Drew bit that we do.
Based on the Drew story.